Representative Santora.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, the governor's proposal on page A116 states that the amount of the tax credits will be reduced by $100 million, and it'll convert, I would guess, the remaining $290 million into a block grant program. Is that your perception of it?
Yes, it's a perception of it. It's interesting because when you look at the programs right now, there are forward commitments that have already been made. Through our film tax credit program and through our neighborhood assistance program, there are other tax credits that are actually forward funded. So in the first year or couple of years, it may be actually more than $100 million. It would need to be reduced in order to hit what the governor is trying to do.
The caps would need to be reduced by more than $100 million. I agree with that assessment.
And I think what we're looking at again is to look at each individual tax credit program and again look at the enabling legislation, how it was set up, what the original intent of it was, and then what what is giving Pennsylvania the best rate of return, the Pennsylvania taxpayers.
And again, I apologize. I got 5 minutes. I'm going to cut you off when I have to.
That's okay.
Secretary McNulty, her exact statement is, it might be a little confusing if it's referred to as a block grant program. The objective is to save $100 million. It's not about making it a block grant. There's confusion in this. We need answers on that, and I don't know if you can deal with the other secretaries or not, but please get us a clear and concise answer on what the intention of the governor is on this program. The program that I see that's going to get hit the hardest is EITC and OSTC. They're the ones where you realize that income in that year. And I got to tell you, it's going to hurt our non-public schools, and it's going to hurt our public schools. Blocks in Philadelphia, I brought this up with the revenue secretary, their average grant or their average scholarship is $1,800. If we cut that program itself, and now it sounds like we'd actually have to cut that program more than 25% in order to be successful in that $100 million in savings, what you realize is 23,000 families could be affected if that average of 1,800 is correct across the Commonwealth. If those families can't afford to send their children to a non-public school, they're going to land in a public school, which means there's going to be a negative economic impact at the local municipal level or at the local school board level, right on up to the state for contributions. So it's something we need to look at clearly. The last time this was done, and I'm glad that you talked about the fact that the caps would have to go even higher than the $100 million, because in 2009 when they did it, I believe they only realized $39 million in savings. So it sounds like it's going to have to significantly go over that $100 million in caps unless we focus again on EITC and OSTC. Any thoughts on that?
Yes. First of all, you asked the governor's intent. The governor's intent is to save $100 million per year. Within the tax credit programs. That's the governor's intent. Our job is to look at each individual program, not just the EITC or OSTC, every single tax credit program. And again, I believe Secretary McNulty may have given you a list, but we can certainly provide that list.
I have the list.
Okay, you have the list. So the idea is to do that, and the idea is to save $100 million. We're currently doing that right now. Our staff is doing that with staffs of other departments.
Okay. Do you see a major impact on EITC and OSTC?
I can't answer that question. I just don't know right now. We're going through that analysis right now.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.